Tonight, the big beautiful bill gets Elon's stamp of disapproval. Will anyone have jobs or health care after this thing passes, or just the sweet embrace of death?
Well, we all are going to die.
Plus, a brand new travel ban has the Eritreans going, wait, what? And happy Pride Month to all. Let's celebrate by renaming a boat.
I'm celebrating by offering 20% off feet.
Nope, that is not a celebration of Pride Month.
Yes, it is. I'm very proud of my feet.
I have certainly noticed that. Welcome to the Phoenix News Report. Oh my God, you guys. Hot goss alert. Did you hear that Trump and Musk broke up like a SpaceX rocket 30 seconds after a launch?
Elon and I had a great relationship. I don't know if we're well anymore.
No more mumps? Oh, but they were so cute together. Well, greasy anyway. Okay, what happened? Spill the tea.
Well, I heard from the Director of National Intelligence, who says that the Oversight Committee chairperson said that the Office of Budget and Management VP was in the room when Musk went all Stephen Miller on Scott Bessent and ended up with a black eye. Anyway, she said that when Trump and Musk were up late doing rails of ketamine off of Elon Musk's kid, that Elon tried to show Trump how basic math works, and Trump freaked out. And that is when Musk got the hell out of Doge.
For realsies. Oh, I heard Elon's been on a tweet storm, calling Trump's big beautiful bill a disgusting abomination, urging people to call their senators, and even invoking Our Lady of Yellow Jumpsuits, Uma Thurman. So why is he so pissed about this bill anyway?
Well, the reason that he would give you is because it's a massive increase in government spending when he's been trying to cut spending with his Doge chainsaw. This thing adds $2.4 trillion to our national debt. But his former BFF Trumpy Pants has a different theory.
He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate, because that's billions and billions of dollars.
Oh, that could be it. Or maybe he's mad because after the last Starship exploded, like all the rest of them, the FAA is now demanding an investigation. And their investigators will not rest until the people of this country have fully compensated Mr. Musk personally for this tragedy, that poor man.
He is not at all poor.
That unimaginably rich man.
There it is. Now, Trump clapped back at Elon with what the GOP thinks is the worst insult ever, TDS.
He's not the first. People leave my administration and they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly, and some of them embrace it and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it.
Oh, that's spicy. Elon clapped back again, saying that without his money, the GOP would have lost the election, and called Trump ungrateful.
And then Trump said Elon was, quote, wearing thin, and called him crazy. And that Elon was all like, guess what? Trump's in the Epstein files, proving once again that he's only interested in other people's children. And then Elon agreed with someone who said Trump should be impeached. This whole thing has wiped $34 billion off of his net worth.
Meow! Somebody get a saucer of milk because these two are going to need it after this little catfight. But Elon's not the only one mad about this. Marjorie Taylor Greene finally read the big beautiful bill that she voted for, and now she's having some second thoughts, which would imply the existence of first thoughts, which seems ludicrous. Here to comment and to remind me not to stick my dick in crazy is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Guess who's back? Na na na. Back again. Na na na. Hey, Austin.
Hey, Margie. So, why are you having second thoughts about this bill now?
Because it prevents states from regulating AI for 10 years. And I just watched that movie, Her, and I think we should regulate that girl in the phone because she is a hoe.
Say what now?
She had like 4 million boyfriends, and that ain't right, y'all. You gotta have one man at a time. Unless the owner of your CrossFit gym is really cute.
Okay, Margie, I actually agree with you about regulating AI. And I think you raise a valid objection. But don't you think you should have raised that objection before voting on the bill? Why didn't you read it before you voted on it?
Well, I've been busy, okay? My new AR-15 just got delivered, so I hadn't had much time for reading boring shit.
How can people think of you as an effective legislator if you don't even know what you're legislating?
Austin, let me tell you a dirty little secret, okay? Legislating isn't about bills. This ain't Destiny's Child, okay? This is about owning the libs and saying whatever crazy shit it takes to get people tweeting about you.
That is extremely cynical and also a little bit true. Here's another question. How come the GOP tried to government shutdowns like 5 different times during the Biden years over excessive government spending, but they're not trying that at all now?
Well, we don't give a damn about too much government spending when we do. It's so stupid. It's ridiculous.
Margie, when it comes down to it, are you really going to vote against this bill? Are you prepared to go against your buddy Trump?
Of course not. I don't have any principles. Who do you think sent me that AR-15 in the first place? He knows how to butter my biscuit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go ice my shoulder. That thing's got a kick to it. It's like getting punched by a linebacker. Margie out. Caw-caw!
Why do you always knock over the table? Why? Every time. Now, this bill has got a lot of work to do to get the country back on track, because the May jobs report came out and layoffs are up nearly 50% year over year, leading some to call 2025 the year of the pink slip. And if that's not bad enough, anyone who likes working and listened to their parents and got a college degree, well, they can get ready to mount it like a target and shoot at it, because according to the CEO of Anthropic, AI is about to take your job and drive unemployment levels up to 20%.
That's right. So if you're thinking about being a marketer, a journalist, or a musician, AI is going to kill those dreams and replace them with salt mine guy, bricklayer lady, and oil driller. But on the bright side, at least those jobs will keep you in shape.
In addition to his big beautiful bill, Trump has announced a big beautiful travel ban on several countries.
That's right. We're banning people from Sudan, Libya, Somalia, Eritrea, which I'm told is actually a country. Please do not ask me to point it out on a map. Wakanda, Krypton, and Terabithia, effective immediately.
This, of course, follows an aggressive immigration policy that has led to small children being zip-tied for illegal stuff. Yeah, that's it, illegal stuff.
Now, if you want to have a nice time, check out this video of ICE getting the Cersei Lannister treatment from the whole damn neighborhood during an immigration raid. Oh, that felt nice.
Mind if I ruin it for you?
Just one more second. Okay, what you got?
Oh, just that the richy rich wealthos across the flat earth disk are excited about buying a Trump gold immigration card. Why bother wasting time going through the normal channels and broken immigration system to become a US citizen when you can just cut a check instead? Andrea, do you think Donald Trump realized that the wealthy criminals of the world might just take advantage of this gigantic loophole in American citizenship when he offered these $5 million cards? Could he have ever imagined that it might invite corruption?
Yeah, I think he knew. Damn.
This just in, Trump has proved that Joe Biden is a Roomba powered by cloned stem cells.
That's right. Donald, honest as his hairline Trump, retruthed a post that read, "There is no Joe Biden, executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Democrats don't know the difference." My God, how have we been too woke to notice?
And he would know. After all, he can tell the silent and barely visible women who show up to events with him are the real Melania and not body doubles. He knows because they won't hold his hand either.
Now he's decided to open an investigation into Biden, who allegedly had robot pens signing all the legislation for him. Man, are there any jobs that the robots aren't gonna take? We have got to fight for our right to get hand cramps, damn it!
It's June, which means it's Pride Month. Target is celebrating by releasing their 2025 Pride collection with the gayest color of all, beige. It's a collection that says, we support you. It kind of. Now will everyone please stop boycotting us?
And speaking of celebrating Pride Month in the worst possible way, Pete Hegseth is renaming the USNS Harvey Milk. Now, we've come up with some name suggestions we think Pistol Pete will absolutely love, such as the USNS Racist Uncle, the USNS Confederate Statue, the USNS Warrior Boner, the USNS Slavery Was Actually Pretty Cool, and of course, the USNS Bodie McBlackface I Did at a Frat Party Once. If you've got suggestions on what to rename this boat, drop them in the comments.
Even though it's Pride Month and the main focus of the GOP is not getting caught on Grindr, I mean taking away rights from gay people, they still manage to find time to continue controlling women's bodies.
A prosecutor is warning that if you have a miscarriage in West Virginia, you could face criminal charges. Here's a fun-ish fact. 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage, so we are gonna need some bigger jails.
The prosecutor is recommending that if you do have a miscarriage, you call the government to let them know that you didn't do an abortion. Yeah, that should get them right off your back.
Here's another story that makes me want to roar fire from my lungs. The Trump administration rolled back a Biden rule that would require hospitals to perform abortions if the host vehicle, pregnant woman's life, is in danger. You see, to the GOP, women are completely disposable, like tissues or chiefs of staff. Never mind that letting a pregnant woman die also kills the fetus inside of her because she is, its house. No, it is more important to let 1.5 people die to show women that they don't matter than to save one of them.
But hey, if you both survive, they might give you $1,000 to say, thanks for making a new taxpayer. And if you don't survive, no, you don't get $1,000 to spend on a funeral. You get a big ol' fuck you and a one-way ticket to Ghost Town.
And when you get that $1,000 from the government, RFK Jr. begs you to please don't spend it on vaccinating your kid.
How many times has this happened to you? You and your goodly spouse decide to have a decent, healthy, American baby so that you can be happy together forever with your roadkill and whale meats. But then, out of nowhere, but almost certainly because of fluoride in the water and vaccines, bam! Your baby suddenly does an autism.
RFK Jr., a man who doesn't want you to take his healthcare advice, knows that autism, quote, destroys families, not unlike a Godzilla attack. He also laments that autistic children, presumably after they finish destroying families for the day, go on to, quote, never pay taxes, never hold a job, never play baseball, never write a poem, never go out on a date. Many of them will never use a toilet unassisted.
Okay, wait. I thought that was online comment trolls. Yeah, this doesn't quite make sense, because I know many people who are autistic and families with autistic children, and they're fine. I mean, sure, they have got unique challenges, some more than others, but destroyed families? No. He's definitely thinking of online comment trolls. Oh, incels, whiny manosphere guys, Stephen Miller. Oh, and Eric Trump specifically.
Oh, Eric, yeah, for sure. He can't do any of those things. I think you're right. And I think also that RFK Jr.'s brainworm had a big breakfast again. Geez, no one should be taking healthcare advice from that guy. Speaking of people who shouldn't be allowed near a microphone or society, let's check in on another cautionary tale.
White Diddy, aka Harvey Weinstein, is still alive. I mean, I thought he died in prison. If I had to go to prison, I would die. But nope, Harvey is a 73-year-old man in prison. This week, a report came out saying that in Harvey's sex crimes retrial, Weinstein will not testify.
This, of course, raises the question of What if Harvey Weinstein testified when he was tried and sentenced the first time? Could you imagine him sitting on the stand, going down the list of his 87 sexual assault victims? Well, the victims that the public knows about. That would have been the only time a judge would have sentenced a man to serve out his time under the jail.
In other entertainment news, this time on the lighter side, Taylor Swift has recently announced that she now owns all the masters of her own music, which I wouldn't know about if I wasn't friends with 40-year-old white women.
You're welcome. Let's turn now to some flaming hot news in our new segment, Up in Smoke. France is moving to limit smoking in public spaces in a move that endangers 99% of French culture. Reached for comment, local French person Jacques Lamedapre stared out the window in a fit of melancholy.
But if there's not enough smoke in France, they might try Canada. Smoke from Canada's wildfires has started to spread over the US border in the second most unwelcome Canadian incursion since 9/11. Okay, it's a terrible joke, I know. But to be serious for a moment, skies from Chicago to Austin have been darkened in a worrying event that is causing citizens on both sides of the border to question if this could be a sign of serious change. Much like, again, 9/11. Meanwhile, back in the US, someone built a real laser gun.
All it took was YouTube and balls for Drake Styropyro Anthony to create a working laser gun. It sets things on fire from wood to steel. It can even burst flammable liquids into flame. Unfortunately, it sucks on snow and ice.
Watching this beam work is like super cool. However, the fact that this exists in a country with the world's worst gun problem seems like a recipe for disaster. Get ready for headlines like, "Teen heart caught fire due to errant laser beam," or "Police wait during school shooting as teen takes lasers to bullies."
And if weaponized laser beams weren't enough, science is now coming for your eyeballs, too.
Experimental contact lenses are giving patients super vision, even when their eyes are closed. The new lenses out of the University of Science and Technology in China promise to bring night vision-like enhancements directly to your eyes, and a new plot device directly to SVU. Here's a headline that might elevate your next sugar binge.
Have you seen that commercial where two adult football players talk like small children and don't want to go back into the game because their gummy bears are too good? Well, the company that makes those delicious gummy snacks is called Haribo.
Haribo had to recall all their gummies in the Netherlands because some contain traces of what Rick James called Mary Jane, Kush, Bud, Grass, Dechronic, Reefer, Dope, or Skunk. A couple potheads tried it and said that it made them dizzy. That means they ate too many. You have got to chill when weed is in your gummies, baby. Like next time, lay back, turn on some P-Funk. Let's listen to the universe.
And finally tonight, news from the animal kingdom.
An elephant in Thailand casually strolled into a store to grab some snacks. The elephant has been convicted of shoplifting and sentenced to do whatever the hell it wants because it is way bigger than you.
A baby bear cub has been rescued and is now being tended to by caretakers dressed in bear suits. No word yet on if the caretakers are truly committing to the bit by shitting in the woods.
This has been news from the animal kingdom.
That wraps up this week's episode, but we'll be back on Wednesday with a new episode of our podcast, Washington to Westminster. Keep flying, y'all.
Love you. Bye. And if that's not bad enough, anyone who likes working and listen to their
You were doing so well.
I was doing so well. Anyone who likes working and listened to their parents and got a college degree, fuck. Really? I'm a classy bitch?
Not all the time. Not your feet.
Oh, no. That costs extra.
I don't know how to slap you.
I don't know, practice. You want a big...
I almost want to do a punch.
Oh, you can do, yeah, punch right there. Just gives a solid... Dude's got problems.
Wakanda!
Could he have ever imagined that it might invite corruption?
That's my fault. You're doing so good and I messed it up.
I finally nailed one. This just in.